Howdy everyone, this is Crickif. Started with the stream and just here. Just testing the noise gate, so let me know how things sound and quieter. Test, test, test. Test. Okay. Right, hopefully that works. Just waiting for Kerbal Space Program to load, and it's done. So let's get live. Let's get to it. To it. Let's go into settings too. Since I haven't been able to get the music working. And here we go. Let's go ahead and turn back on the Kerbal Space Program music. Oh yeah. Cool. I like it. Let's set up this filter really quickly as well. Just gonna set up a quick side chain here and make sure that it ducks out the noise. Well, we lost our noise. Okay, we'll give that keep an eye on that. All right, accept. Start game. Resume save. Load. So we'll be streaming till about 8 tonight, Mountain Time. So it should be a good 4 hours of streaming. Hopefully enjoy the content. I've clicked multiple times on the update information, so hopefully it took this time. And it is showing that we're playing KSP and not doing a test. So we have to go back to the moon. Unfortunately, we had a bad mech jeb tip over our lander again. And I honestly have no idea why that's happening. It's a lot easier to use mech jeb for most of those things. And then we also had some issues with Kerbalism, and it's not issues. I needed to make these high quality. There we go. And that will help as well. With all that said, we're going to save that and leave because we got a fair amount of science, and we need to spend said science. Okay, so we filled out all but recycling on the 90. At this point, I don't feel we need a lot of, other than there's a hydrogen and oxygen tank I was looking for on another episode. I don't feel like we need a lot of recycling, but pardon me, there is the parts I was looking for with all the food stuff. It's not necessarily recycling. I'm not sure why that's named recycling. Oh, storage technology. Recycling's up here. We already bought that one. I should have bought that one. I should have bought this one. Storage technology. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Somebody goofed there. There's nothing in the hydroponics node. Oh well. Okay, bigger rockets. We could definitely use a little more thrust. I don't know that we need mainsail level of thrust, but we have had problems with, and it would be nice to have just a little bit more thrust. So, so there's an upper stage engine that's a replacement for the puddle. Here is a engine that would be great for our mid stage. And then we have the workhorse of the mainsail, followed by another variation of an upper stage. So we got the Kodiak and the Vesta. Vesta's 340 and 600. Kodiak's a little bit smaller, and 300 to 285. So it's actually a lower stage engine. That's interesting. Then we have the skiff. High vacuum efficiency of 330, and so it could make a good mid-stage, upper stage here there. It's nothing terribly exciting aside from the mainsail. The real workhorses here in the 3-inch stuff is all right here. And these are if you need to go and you need to carry big stuff. These all are those 3-inch big carrying rockets. Propulsion, monopropellant, as well as like Twitch and the Spider. The nice thing about the Twitch, and I wouldn't mind using this, is the insane amount of gimbal the Twitch has. So where we're using the Spark now, we could use a Twitch, and that gives us 8 degrees of vectoring range. So they start acting a little bit like control, well, a lot like command and control stuff, so RCS stuff. Fuel stuff, bigger tanks in the 2.0 range. We're still building a lot of stuff on 1.8, 1.8 and 1.25, so I'm not too worried about that. Seismic sensor pod. Okay, got some more science there. Passenger fuselage, seaplane floats. Lots of basically 2.5 fairings. Okay. Those are the KW fairings, but that also includes the 2.5 from the stock fairings and restock as well. So, various little parts and pieces, as well as an 8 bay for the universal storage. Oh, and the 1.875. That one should have been up probably another node, but I bet that's the 1.25 is in this one. Anyways, not to get distracted. Actuators, more robotic stuff. Is one of those... Nope, those are all robotics. To say, is one of those the arm for the science rover thingy? Space planey stuff. The best of which is the Panther that is available here. That's pretty nice. Aerodynamics. Looks like we get some upgrades to our atmospheric fluid vector unit. Efficient flight systems is where we get into rotors, turbo shafts, all that. So we make helicopters. More landing gear. Cool stuff there. A really big landing. That's a nice one if I remember right, this kind of landing leg base. Controls, large reaction wheels, monopropellant cylinders. The half controls. These ones are really nice from KW Rocketry. You can basically put bands around tanks for controls. Advanced exploration, science, another science, but in the universal storage version. The scanners, so we start doing resource scanning and then sample storage. There we go. The light scanning arm for doing the breaking ground experiments, as well as the taco. Engineering stuff, lasers, material bay capacity. Ooh, that would be nice. The weather analyzer, bigger batteries, universal storage batteries. Finally, oh, I'm not even gonna think about that one. We want that. Heat shields. And then hydroponics is empty. So we have a couple more nodes to unlock here that we can. I think we'll go with some more science exploration stuff. Biggest one being here that the resource mapper and the survey scanner are in here. And that will open up some more scan stat stuff. Scan sat stuff. There's a high resolution imager in that one, as well as some more antennas. A surface test. New probe cores. And the weather station in that one. This adds the fly-by-wire avionics unit, which is really nice for SAS control. Big RCS fluid air container. Big 2.5 tanks. Why don't we grab this one? Oh, I don't have enough science. Never mind. We used 2 of them, and that was enough. Sorry to keep wasting your time there. I was like, oh, I got a little bit more science to spend, but it wasn't quite enough. Okay. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's any changes we need to make to the Iron Lander. So we're going to go ahead and take off with this. Just double, triple checking. Other than, this would be nice. We don't need... I mean, that looks really nice, but that is a lot of battery. Let's do this. Because now, I think we unlocked the universal storage battery. Yep, right there. Cool. So let's grab a payload and our 5. It's 1.25, 0.5. Then we have a no because it's in another node. Okay, and then electrical battery. Okay. We'll just work our way around here then, placing these down. Okay, and there we go. And so we have our batteries, and that gives us 2,000 um, 900, which is, again, still more than enough, if not a little overkill. So, also, we can fix, is it this one? Nope, that's the meter. Here we go, this one. Is that an oxygen tank? I think it was an oxygen tank. We can come down here to our containers now. Nope. To life support. Oh, we couldn't buy that one. So now I gotta put it back. Control Z. Yes? Yep, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we weren't able to buy that one, but that one looks fine. Okay. Save. Launch. Off we go, having some fun. Doing all the things. All right, let's launch this. Yeah, biggest issue we ran into is that one, we did not gather mystery goose science because it just didn't. And we were able to collect science from the east crater. That was kind of a dumb luck for that surface sample. But these two right here were the kicker. Is we didn't get the flag plant, and that was more a issue of that we were just fighting a bunch of bugs. So. But yeah, once we get that figured out, we can go from there. I think after we finish these, I'm going to do a series of trips to Mimas and Moon to just collect from the different biomes. So. Oh, I wasn't watching that. Sorry, I was working on other stuff. There we go. That stage is off. And looking at my levels, I feel like my mic is really quiet. If somebody could give me an update on that and let me know where I am. I adjusted the desktop audio down a little bit to quiet it out a little bit. Okay, whoa, what was that warning? Not sure what that was about. Okay. Might have had an engine failure because I think we dropped that early. I'm kind of curious if we enable cross feed, excuse me, on this part, what that would look like for running these three engines to help with a little bit of boost. But I mean, we don't need it. It just would be a nicety. Boy, we're timing all the night launches. I think that kind of is the nature of the beast, is that it takes a while to get up to space, and so unless I launch right at the morning, it's going to have some problems. Going to be somewhere you're going to see me in the dark. All right, there we go. Nice circular orbit. Set the target as our moon. Set the target as our moon. We'll set the moon as our target. Done this a few times, but always an adventure. Back it out. There we go. And we're lining up on our next node. Okay, burn, baby, burn. Extending this out. All right, there we go. Ended up just a little too aggressive. So we're going to go retrograde just a little bit, make a bump here. There we go. Got periaps. Not looking for anything special this trip. Other than I keep forgetting to turn the science on when we get out here. See how this does with the smaller battery pack. It should do great. But we'll go ahead and see. I got all 3 stage recoveries, so good chunks of money. Just gonna get in a orbit around the moon here and collect some science from high orbit, and then when we're done with high orbit, we'll go down to another one, collect some science. Fast forwarding. Ooh, don't get crazy on me. Okay, so we have at least a magnetron scan right here for another 3 days. We'll focus on getting that collected. We don't have any samples. I mean, that's good and bad. Onto the lander stage. All engines fired that time, so there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So continuing around while we wait the 3 days for the mag scan. Which we're also getting site data from our other magnetron scanner. And we're uploading that data as well. We've currently got 8, 2.8. Three data. Oh, we contract parameter complete. So we got their orbit from high orbit. So, whoa, 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 Urch. That should. Okay, so we were able to help there for a high orbit. Let's go ahead and kick down to a lower orbit. So right here, add a maneuver, we'll put that to the AP and just do this one again by hand. There we go. Bring that down to, whoop, not landing. A little below 14,000. There we go. And executing the next node. And that. Then we'll do that on the other side as well. All right, that handles that. And then, whoops, not change periapps. We want to circularize at the next periapps, create the node, execute that node. And then we'll do the same here, traveling around, seeing what science we can get from low orbit. That also should have completed. Yeah, so there, no, oh, mystery goo. That's from the surface. Okay. I completed the high orbit. We're still waiting on the high or the radio plasma wave one on high orbit. So I don't have a radio plasma wave on this vessel, so we can't help out. We'll drop into a lower orbit and start completing the magmatron scan, and I'm going to switch over to that vessel here in just a second. Just as soon as this completes, because it looks like everything's working. And we can, well, we can't turn off the magmometer boom yet because we'll need that later, but all right, going around at low orbit. Yeah, I thought I deleted that one, but changing over to the moon. Come on. Looks like, yeah, so that one just has 23 days. So that's the issue there, is that just takes forever to run. And we're not bringing any science to help it. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm just going to look for a landing site. This is going to be the wrong body. Let's look at the moon. We had a Midlands as well as Highlands, so we could do either of those. Those would be easy. There is a polar lowlands, which is going to be not horrible, as well as highland craters. So those are Midland, mid, Highlands. Like right there. Nope, that's a Midlands. There we go. So these light pink ones, and it looks like they're only on the far edge of the map. So those could be a problem, the highland craters. Just as hard as the polar ones. So my thought is to shoot for somewhere we have highlands and somewhere like right here where we have highlands and lowlands fairly close. It's actually not bad at all. So it's right near the terminator line where the sun is rising. So it should be right over here somewhere. Okay, let's look again. Yep, that's just about perfect right there. We have that maneuver node. Okay. We'll fast forward to see if we can get that in the light a little bit. I'm just going to go around again. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Is the moon tidally locked? I didn't think so. Our moon is. That's why there is a dark side of the moon. But I didn't think Kerbin's was. Right, we're just about perfect. So, well, I'm going to close this, go to mech jab, and actually we can just do it this way. Have Valentina fly it because we've been just having so much fun with mech jab. I'm going to quick save, and yeah, I guess in we go. Just watch our trajectory as we're coming down here, as well as our landing info. All right, we're heading down now. I'll go ahead and bring in the boom because that always seems to cause some problems too. Ah, there's my problem. I had it on orbit instead of surface. Felt like that deceleration was a lot quicker. With our 4 engines and the bigger engine. Gonna do some time acceleration. The nice thing about SAS is just what you saw there. I overthrusted and it didn't pull a mech jab, which is so awesome. And that's actually kind of a problem now at this point. These are way overthrusting. So let's bring it in nice and easy. This is extremely wasteful, but we've had way too much fun trying to get this landed on the moon. So I'm hoping we can just bring it in very slowly. Just gonna aim just a little bit retrograde because there is a little bit of horizontal there. $8 meters, 3, 2, 7. Say we can bring it down at 5, no problem. We'll keep it under just a slight touch. Here we go, 2, 2.1, 1 point. Well, that's a little slow. 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Keep it up. Okay. Can you stay up? No, no. Why? Oh. Okay. All the tipping, all the yeah, pain in the butt, Moonlander. All right, Ironlander. We're gonna call this Suckage Lander of Fail. Wow, I've never had so much problems with the lander. Let's redesign it. I do not know what was going so wrong there. But we can fix it. So, the other thing is we do have this lander can. Cool thing about this, I believe this is a new. Come on. All right, there we go. Cool thing about this particular capsule is it includes its own thruster blocks, which is kind of nice. So it's also pressurized. It can also add shielding. And there is plenty of potential for science there. The downside is it's kind of meant to be used like so. That you would have and get to attach to the node, a docking port here, and a docking port there. Fuel tank here, fuel tank here, and then, yeah, you get the idea. Engine here, engine there. It's a bit redundant with all this extra space. So the reason they did this, though, for the actual moon trip is this can broadcast back the radio signals, and also add some redundancy to the mission. So they actually used some of that redundancy on Apollo 13. We don't need that. We need this particular unit, and we need to make it as wide and fat as possible. And then we'll just have a weird fairing, and we'll be over it, because things. Alright. So... we'll actually use this first one to be a cone, so it matches up and looks nice. That actually does look nice. Ish. That actually makes it look like it was kind of intended to be that way. Now if we make it that flat, this needs to be a 1 meter part. Okay, what does that look like with a Vesta on the bottom? As far as thrust and everything. Oh great, googly moogie, that's a lot of thrust. The reason why this is working so well is because we're missing key things, right? If we look at our habitat, we only have 5 days of food. If we look at our water, 5 days. Oxygen, 5 days. So, yeah, even to start improving on this, we have to come in here and, well, one, we want to fix the problem we had with our other one, and that we forgot a coupling. At the very least, we need coupling right there. I wonder if there's a procedural shaped coupling that could be kind of slanted, because that's really working for me. They do... nope. You can only do a fillet mignon. But the color matches up a little better. We can even make go black like my soul, and that would make it look like it fit a little better. You can see the close end textures, sides, gray side. That's interesting. Maybe I have to go in here. Oh, ends. There we go. Main. Recolor black. There we go. Cool. So, oh, because of staging. It's like, why do we not have a delta V? Before we get too carried away. Parachutes. Bring those down here, and then bring this down there. There we go. You know what? I'm just not in the mood for this. I apologize. I need a break. I'm gonna probably try a different game, but we'll save this. Moon Lander 3.0. We'll save that and leave, and I will be back in a bit. So. Everybody stay safe out there. Remember, love is love. And this is Grickif signing off.